Hello and welcome. I am so excited to be here with you once again. And today we're talking about setting yourself up for success. This is a game changer. And this is your invitation to commit in this moment from here on out to having successful daily habits that will support you to be your very best self, and also to adopt these opening and closing rituals for your work day, and even for your day if you're on vacation or any day really and truly throughout the year. Having these in place is exactly what's going to have you on the path to faster success immediately. So if you think about an Olympic athlete, we watch the Olympics and we look at what they're doing and we see this incredible success. They're breaking world records even. And this is not to say that you need to reach Olympic status. However, if you adopt some of the principles of the greatest successful leaders in the industry and also look at the habits of the Olympic athletes that literally get them to where they are, that moment that you're watching them make a world record or achieve something like a gold medal or a silver medal, that is just one moment. It's all of these other small moments and these small successful habits that led them to that monumental moment of achievement. When you wake up in the morning and you have an opening ritual for your office and going into the work that you're going to do, and even prior to that, you're sitting and meditating and you're getting clear, just even for 5 minutes, your whole entire day will be completely different. And this is where miraculousness comes in with time, because when you do these rituals in the morning before you go into the opening office ritual, what will happen is that you will have more time and things will be easier for you and you will be available for receiving miracles and for things to show up so that you're not just going out there and pushing to make things happen and looking at, I need this, or I need money coming in, or I need clients, and so I've got to do this, and this, and you literally jump out of bed and your feet hit the ground and you take off and dive right into your office and you might not even get out of your pajamas. That is not going to set you up for success. And you trying to force and make things happen versus engaging with the magic of the universe first thing in the morning is the exact thing that is going to have you really feeling like, oh, life is happening for me. So I want to start and take a look at the night before, because even though we think about, a brand new day and what can I accomplish in this brand new day, it really starts with the night before. Success is born in preparation. So what is it that you're doing when you're finishing up for the day, the evening before? What are you doing at the end of the weekend or the end of the week, whenever it is that you're looking at what is it that I need to accomplish next week in service to my goal? So if you have your 90-day goal set, and I do recommend that you set it in 90-day increments, you're probably going to have a bigger vision and looking at like, what do I want to do this year? What are my goals this year? At the start of each brand new year, of course you're going to think about that. But I encourage you to break it down even further into 90-day increments. And if it makes you feel more comfortable, even in a 6-week format, and then you need to look at what is it that I need to do on a weekly basis in service to this goal being accomplished, and what is it that I want the universe to do to help me accomplish this goal, because it is an intertwining of co-creation that lends itself to miraculous things happening and time and spaciousness really opening up for you. The success that you see today in my business is directly related to these exact things that are in this workbook for you. And so the night before, I will close out of my office and I have a folder, and it is literally a vision board on the front of it. And you can certainly do this as well. It's a manila folder with a vision board on the front of it. And it is for my business. So it's like all of my business visions and goals and everything that's on my desk that I am wrapping up, or a paper for my business or what have you, it goes into this folder. I also have one for my personal stuff and then another one for my money stuff, so that when I wrap up on most days that those things are in those folders, so I feel more organized and prepared, and I've reviewed my to-do list for the next day, or I've collaborated with my team on what we're working on for the next day. What are the top priorities? What are the most important things to get done first? Having that in place is going to have you feeling much more put together, much more professional, and much more optimistic about your success for the next day. Then when you wake up the next day, you're going to do these different little habits that are going to have you really set up for the proper success, where you can come into your workday feeling filled up, feeling inspired, feeling nourished, having exact clarity and knowing exactly what it is that you need to do for the day, because you have your to-do list, and maybe you woke up with some kind of an inspiration, or maybe you got a divine download in your meditation. That's fine. Put it into that to-do list. And then that to-do list for the day, your task list, you want to put the thing that you're procrastinating about the most, or you're resisting, that's going to go first. That's the first thing that you need to do when you go into businesswoman mode, because it's the one thing that'll be in the back of your mind and hover over you all day with the other tasks. So a lot of times what people will do is they'll put that off until last. And the way to free up time and energy and space is to put it first. And when you get that done first thing in the morning, you know that you get to move on, and it's kind of easier and more downhill. So every day I want you to identify the 3 biggest things that will have you moving forward and accomplishing the goals for that week, on that day, for that week, in service to your greater goal and your greater vision. I also want you to, again, be very honest with yourself about where you might be procrastinating or where you might be self-sabotaging. And as soon as that happens, you have a community here in the School of Feminine Fortune. You can post in the Facebook group. You can reach out to an accountability partner. You can be present on the live Q&A calls that is going to allow you to get the mentorship, so that you stop yourself from this procrastination and you stop yourself from this self-sabotage. The only person that's ever going to stand up and make a stand about whether or not you use these tools in service to your greatest success or not is you. And this is your invitation and your opportunity to do that. I know that I have always been wired for great success, and I know that you are also wired for great success. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. And when I first started studying great leaders like Tony Robbins and Richard Branson, and looking at the different Olympic athletes and looking at what were their habits and what were they doing, it's really easy to look at them and think, wow, they've gotten to this great epic place, and they must have done really great epic things in order to have gotten there. And the truth of the matter is that I started diving into human behavior, psychological research, and quite frankly, research that the Dalai Lama is doing. And what I found is that when people take these small incremental steps to do these small daily habits, that is the exact thing that leads itself to the great epic success. So when you do the small things that are in this week's workbook, and you do them consistently. Again, this doesn't mean, oh, I did it 5 days out of 7 and now I'm failed, or I messed up, or I'm not going to get to the goal. That's not true. Success is measured by what you do most of the time. So stay on the path. If you fall off, have self-forgiveness and self-compassion. Get yourself back onto those daily practices that are going to lead you to great success. And I promise you, with commitment and consistency, that you will get yourself to everything that you've dreamed about in your life becoming a reality for you.